Hey guys, I'm Robert Neundorf with STR Accommodations. We're here at IMN 2024 in Austin. I'm with a good friend of mine, Michael Brown from PBD Living out of Dallas. Michael, why don't you just give a quick introduction about yourself?
Yeah, so Mike Brown here with PBD Living. My wife and I, we manage our own portfolio as well as other portfolios in the DFW area with a variety of properties from large 5-bedroom homes all the way down to studio apartments, doing both midterm and corporate rentals as well as vacation rentals.
Awesome. So we're just doing a little bit of peer-to-peer. We're asking some questions. We're at the conference, some people that we know. How long have we known each other, Michael?
Probably about 3 or 4 years now. Yeah, it's been a long-term relationship, and you know, Rob is very communicative. We touch base quite frequently and just have that camaraderie within the industry that I really enjoy. Having that connection is really important, not only to me, but also to the overall industry, just because as we grow, we get better together, and ultimately we help improve the industry.
So I'm just going to start by asking just a few quick questions about your business, and then I'll leeway and slide back, and we'll ask a little bit of personal questions about our relationship. So start with this: How do you currently leverage data analytics to optimize pricing strategies and maximize occupancy rates?
Yeah, so we use a variety of different tools in addition to our internal team to be able to not only try to forecast based on trending data, but also our own historical data. I think what's really important is that as an operator, having operated for many, many years now, especially in a specific market, you already have a lot of data that you can utilize, especially if you have certain property types. So we try to leverage that in addition to our relationships with some of our vendors and also our corporate partners to be able to identify opportunities and really fill in gaps at the end of the day to maximize occupancy revenue.
Could you share a success story where a unique marketing approach significantly increased bookings for a property?
I would say, although it wasn't strategic at the time, we're starting to do it more strategically now, is focusing on social media marketing. There was a scenario where we were able to leverage a small, very inexpensive ad during the Super Bowl to market and actually fill occupancy because we had low occupancy that weekend. So rather than having a stay for traditional vacation rental guests over an entire weekend, we actually rented out the property just for a few hours on a Sunday and actually were able to 20x the amount that we did ad spend on for what the reservation was for just a few hours.
Wow.
And really being able to do that in multiple ways throughout the year, I think has really allowed us to be able to really maintain the level of hospitality, but also just revenue management in general by offering other revenue potentials. A lot of people are focused on maybe heads in beds, as maybe some people call it, an actual stay. But as an operator, hospitality, you know, there's many other ways that you can generate revenue from people that are coming to stay, and even people that actually never stay with you as well. So,
in your experience, what are the top 3 qualities that distinguish an exceptional short-term rental property from a good one?
I think commitment to hospitality in itself is a big one. A lot of people that get into the industry for various reasons may not have that hospitality hat to really put on and actually you know, empathize with the guest and the whole experience, and really creating a holistic package when it comes to the experience itself as a management company, or even if you're doing self-management. I think having the spirit of a learner and really being, as an operator and a company, and having leadership that is continually learning and educating themselves, because the industry is ever evolving. And a lot of people have become stagnant, unfortunately, leading to lost revenue potential and things of that nature. And so really having the spirit of educational spirit. And I think the last one is, I guess you would call it grit. So by any means necessary, I mean, we know that sometimes things can go wrong at properties, and we try our best to be able to accommodate guests and meet them where they are. And not necessarily going overboard and beating yourself up on those things, and actually learning from those opportunities. I think that's a biggest piece too, and that goes back to education, is learning from those mistakes, putting systems and processes in place so it potentially doesn't happen again, and ultimately helping make your operations run much smoother. And then ultimately with that, you're actually helping not only yourself and your operations and your company, but you're helping your team, you're helping your vendors. Any way that you can implement something that will make their life easier in addition to yours is a win-win.
What challenges have you faced in managing guest expectation, and how have you overcome them? And it's interesting, it leeways back from your last comment.
You know, I think it really starts, well, I think that's one of the misconceptions. People think that the experience starts when they walk through the door, and the experience for the guests actually starts well before then. So setting expectations, not only through the branding and the marketing and how we communicate with them on inquiries and everything else, goes into, you know, how they're going to navigate through that stay, all the way until after they stay with us, with re-messaging and thank you. It's, you know, we definitely, at least I think we go above and beyond, especially with our repeat clients, even those that, you know, we felt like we had a certain connection with, to have certain small touches, you know, whether it's we send them a postcard on their birthday or things of that nature, or if they had a dog with them, we may send them, I don't know, a special dog treat or something that could be delivered. So yeah, I think those special touches and expectations in general is we try to make it to where people, when they stay with us, you know, we're only going to get involved as much as they want us to. We don't want to be too overbearing. You don't want to be that host. But I think at the end of the day, when people feel like they remember that they stayed with you, especially if you are getting bookings from, you know, OTA or, you know, online travel agency like Airbnb or something of that nature, is remembering that they stayed with you and remembering your company name, or even an individual, right? When they call you out by name in those reviews, that's how they know. It's not how you said it, it's not what you said, but it's how you made them feel at the end of the day.
And lastly, how do you see the future of short-term rentals evolving? And what steps are you taking to stay ahead of the curve?
With the ever-evolving market, we know there's challenges with oversupply in certain markets. I think really diversification is a huge one, and being able to be multi-channel, have larger distributions with other companies, but ultimately being able to diversify your strategies. So whether that's a midterm rental strategy during slow season or midterm strategy, you know, properties versus, you know, short-term rental, heavy vacation rental, but also tapping into other things like venue related. So we are starting to tap into vendors now that do specialty dinners, and they need a space to be able to do that. Video shoots, photo shoots, all of those things, in addition to affiliate marketing and commissions for certain, you know, platforms that we use every day as operators, right? We know there's more and more people trying to come into the market. So just being able to do that, and I think at the end of the day, allowing us doing sessions like this and other connections with colleagues is educating the right way, will help everybody in the industry. So I think that's the biggest piece.
Awesome.